today we are discussing about Indian geography. Indian geography. So Indian geography, it is a very important subject in the competitive exams. So as you know about competitive exams like TSPSC, so APPSC, so JL and PCSI, Group 2, Group 1. So in this all competitive exams, so Indian geography is a very important subject, so which we will learn it. So before you know already current issues, so it will come in the form of GK questions. So Indian geography, it is a very important subject which we are going to discuss. So my dear friends, before we are learning about the Indian geography, so first we will see it about world geography. World geography. So why we have to learn about world geography before we are going to the Indian geography? Because so to know about the Indian geography, so first slight information we need to learn it about world geography. So world geography, it is classified into three types. So one is about physical geography, and one is about climate geography, and one is about oceanographic. So to learn very detail about Indian geography, a little basic information we need to learn it, because India is a part of a country in the world. So hence we need to learn a little slighter things here. World geography is divided into classified into three parts. So one is about physical geography, and next is about climate geography, and next is about oceanographic. So what is mean by a physical geography? Physical geography is a geography which deals about the physical features. So which deals about the physical features of India. So we can take it as Telangana, we can take AP, and we can take any country in the world. So physical geography is a geography which deals with about the physical features of any country, or else any state we can take. So whatever it might be, etc. And what is mean by a climate geography? Climate geography which deals with about the climatical conditions. About the climatical conditions. Because when we have seen the world is completely varies with the different climatical conditions from one place to another place, because of when earth is rotating on its own axis. So you can see the different latitudes here. So latitudes means nothing but the lines which are drawn from west to east are called as latitudes. So in order to know the timings of each and every country, so latitudes are latitudes, and as well as longitudes. Longitudes means nothing but the lines which are drawn from north to south are called as longitudes. So to know the timings of each and every country, so latitudes and longitudes plays a very important role in the world. So what we are discussing? We are discussing about climate geography. Climate geography is a geography which deals with about the climatical conditions of different places in the world. So next about oceanographic. What is mean by oceanographic? Oceanographic means it deals about the various oceans. It deals about various oceans in the world. So you know about how much percentage of water? 71% of water. The world is consist of 71% of water in the form of oceans. In the form of oceans. The world is covered with 71% of water in the form of oceans. So you know about how many oceans are there? There are 5 great oceans. So one is Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, and Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean is also known as Southern Ocean. So these are the 5 great oceans are there. So hence most of the percentage it is consisting of water on the earth. Hence we are calling earth as one more name it is there for the earth, that is called as a watery planet, or else we are calling it as a blue planet. So the earth, another name is called as a watery planet, or else it is called as a blue planet. Why? Because most of the percentage of water it is consisting of earth. And what about remaining 29%? 29% consisting of land in the form of continents. 71% water consisting in the form of oceans, 29% of land consisting in the form of continents. So how many continents are there? 7 continents. So Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, and as well as Antarctica. So these are the 7 continents which are situated on the earth. So this is about the oceans. So about oceans and about continents we are learning it on the world. So world geography, it is divided into 3 parts. One is about physical geography, one is about climate geography, and one is oceanography. What does the physical geography deals about? It deals about the physical features of any India or any district or any continent or any country. And what does the climate geography deals about? Climate geography deals about the climatical conditions of a world, because it varies from the climatical conditions will be changes from one place to another places. And oceanographic means nothing but it deals about the oceans. So the percentage of oceans on the earth is 71%, hence it is called as a watery planet, or else it is called as a blue planet. And the remaining 29% it is covers with the land. It covers with the land in the form of continents. So there are 7 continents are there. And so this is about the world geography. So now we'll see about the earth. So when we are seeing in these 7 continents, among the 7 continents, Asia is the largest continent. Asia is the largest continent. So this 7 continents, so around many millions of years ago, these 7 continents are collided each other. Collided means nothing but it has been formed as a one continent. Now presently we are having these 7 continents. You can see it in the world map. Asia, this is Europe, and Asia and Europe, you can see the landmass is continuous. Hence both continents we can call it as a Eurasia because of the continuous land masses. And one more continent, this is North America, South America, Africa, Australia, and as well as Antarctica. So these are the 7 continents on the world map. And what are the oceans? We'll see the oceans. So this is Pacific Ocean, this is Arctic Ocean, so this is Indian Ocean, this is Atlantic Ocean, and this is Southern Ocean. Southern Ocean is also called as Antarctic Ocean. So these are the 5 great oceans and 7 continents. Now we are seeing 7 continents in the world, but whereas in the previous times, so we are having only 1 continent. So what is that continent? That continent, the people, scientists, meteorologists, so that they used to call it as a supercontinent. And what is that continent name is? That continent name is called as Pangaea. These 7 continents has been broken apart. One continent has been broken apart into 7 continents. So in the 19th century, so one of meteorologist, so his name is Alfred Wegener. So Alfred Wegener is one of the meteorologists who studies about the earth, and he has been done a survey. So he done a survey that is called as a continental drift. Continental drift. So continental drift survey. So he has done a survey. He given the information that so there are 7 continents are there. So in the 19th century, about millions of years ago, so there is only one supercontinent, and that supercontinent is called as a Pangaea. And that Pangaea slowly, gradually it has been divided and broken parts and formed as a 7 continents. And this Pangaea, so before it is forming into 7 continents, so there are 2 main lands are there. First of all, this Pangaea is a supercontinent. When it is dividing into 7 continents, so it has divided into 2 continents. First it has divided into 2 lands. We can call it as a continent, and even we can call it as a land also. What is that land called as? So the one is Gondwana land, and one more is called as Angara land. Angara land, one more name it is there, that is called as Laurasia. So Gondwana and Laurasia. So in the 19th century, Alfred Wegener, he is a meteorologist who studies about the earth, and he given the information that millions of years ago, so in the world there is only one continent. That continent name is called as Pangaea, and they used to call it as a supercontinent. So this continent, so gradually because of the internal process, so this Pangaea continent has been divided into two lands. So one is Gondwana land and one more is Angara land. Angara land is also called as one more name, that is Laurasia land. These two lands again for many millions of years ago, because of the internal process, so that two lands has been divided into 7 lands. So just now we discussed about how many lands are there, that is Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia and as well as Antarctica. So among these 7 continents, now which continents are under the part of Gondwana, which continents are under the part of Angara, we'll see it. So now these two lands, just now we discussed about, it has divided into 7 lands now. So under the Gondwana, some of the lands are being divided, that is about Asia, so Europe, and you can see here this is Greenland and North America. So you can see here Caribbean islands, so here Canada. So these are the some of the continents and some of the countries which are under the part of Gondwana. And what about Angara? So Angara is a part of south part of the earth. So that is about South America, Africa, Australia, so next India and as well as Antarctica. So these are the other continents which are under the part of Angara. It is also called as Laurasia. So just now what we have discussed, so actually we need to learn about Indian geography, but so before we are learning about the Indian geography in a very detailed manner, so we need to know about a slight about the basic information regarding about the world, because it is India is a part of one of the continent, and that continent which is situated in the world. So hence we are learning about all the basics before we are entering into the Indian geography. So what are the topics we have learned? So world geography, which is divided into physical geography, climate geography and oceanography. And what does the physical geography deals? It deals about physical features. Climate geography, it deals about the climatical conditions of the earth, because it is varies means nothing but it is differences. There is a difference from one place to climatical conditions, differences from one place to another place. And next oceanographic means nothing but it deals about the oceans, because most of the percentage of the water which are covered on the continent in the form of oceans. So there are 5 oceans are there, just now we have seen on the map. And next remaining 29% which is covers with the land, and that land which is it is in the form of continents. So these 7 continents, so many millions of years ago, now it has been broken into 7 continents. Before that we are having only one supercontinent, that is about Pangaea, and it is divided into 2 lands. So because of the internal process, so these two mainland has been divided into 2 lands, and again these 2 lands are divided into 7 continents. And what are the continents which are there in the Gondwana? Asia, Europe, North America, Greenland, Canada, Caribbean, so etc. So these are the some of the lands which are a part of Gondwana, and remaining like Africa, South America, Australia and as well as Antarctica. So these are the lands which are part of Angara, and it is also called as Laurasia. And Alfred Wegener, who is called as Alfred Wegener? Alfred Wegener, he is a meteorologist. Who is he? So he is the meteorologist. So he in the 19th century, so he had been done a survey, and that survey is called as continental drift. So these are the topics we have been learned regarding about the world. Now we'll see about other topics. So just now we have seen about the world. When we are seeing about world geography, so what in that one physical geography we have learned. So what does the physical geography deals about? Physical geography deals about the physical features. So in that physical geography, main part we are learning that is about our universe. We are learning about our universe. our universe is one of the part in the physical geography. So we'll see about the our universe. What does universe consisting of? Universe consisting of asteroids. Universe, it consists of meteoroids, it consists of galaxies, and it consists of planets. So physical geography, in that physical geography, one of the part we are learning about, that part is called as our universe. So in that one, so what does universe means? Nothing but universe means it consists of many things like asteroids, meteoroids, galaxies, and as well as planets, galaxies. So what is mean by a galaxy? Galaxy means nothing but a group of stars. Galaxy means group of stars. Group of stars is called as a galaxy. So how many groups of stars will be there? Almost like 1 million. 1 million of group of stars is called complete 1 millions of group of stars, we are calling it as galaxies. So like that, in the universe there are many galaxies are present, many galaxies. Among those galaxies, one of the galaxy, it is called as Palapunta. Palapunta is one of the galaxy. What is mean by a galaxy? Galaxy means nothing but, so 1 million of group of stars is called as galaxies. So in the universe, number of galaxies are there. So in those galaxies, one of the galaxies is called as Palapunta. So in these galaxies, again there are number of stars are there. Number of stars which are been present. One of the star is called as a sun. So sun is one of the star. So we will discuss that one.